For every assignment, there is always a customized challenge. When you stay in the place of your assignment, there is honor. So that the beginner said there is a covenant between physical and metaphysical. When you do the physical, the metaphysical has no choice but to respect the physical. To be honest, back then, I don't know how popular BlackBerry is still right now in Nigeria. Are people still crazy about BlackBerry? Okay. See, it took BlackBerry a long time to get smart, but by the time they did, it was too late. Before for you to use the BlackBerry, you have to have a BlackBerry phone. But they were stupid. They didn't know that the world is changing. They should have switched the BlackBerry from the only you can get a BlackBerry is having a BlackBerry. They should have switched it to an application. So be it using Android or you're using an iPhone, if you think you need to get a BlackBerry, download the application and they still gonna be relevant. But by the time Samsung and Apple they've gone, that is when they now decide, okay, we want to make it application. I have BlackBerry application on my phone, but I've not opened it in 4 or 5 months. It's just there. Like, have some of you seen how far WhatsApp has come? You saw the changes on WhatsApp. There's so much design WhatsApp in such a way that the moment you are in it, you don't want to go to another application. You just want to stay there. So as business owners, create an environment that when people walk into your business, they don't want to leave anymore. See, I've drank Coke, I've drank Pepsi. I don't see the difference between the two, but I have people that will say, I can never drink Pepsi. I can never drink Coke. Do you know what? Pour the Pepsi in a bottle of Coke and give the person. They're not going to know the difference. They won't. They will drink it. Oh, more Coke didn't make sense. So.
Tastes different.
Is this the new Coke? This Coke is good though. See, as business owners, create a strong brand, a strong identity that when people walk in, they don't want to leave anymore. Walmart is one of the biggest retailing stores in America. Do you know how they started Walmart? The Walt family, they got married and they want to buy things to their new house. So they have to go to one store to get a couch, one store to get pots, one store to get plates. And while they were driving back, the wife was like, why can't there be a single store where you walk in and you get everything you need? You walk into Walmart to get everything you need. You walk into Walmart, you're not going anywhere again. The only reason why you go somewhere else is because you just want to work. It's not because you can't find what you need in it. As business owners, embrace the online platform. See, gone were the days like you want to buy food, in the house, you go to the store, you pick. Right now, you go online on the grocery store site, you put the food you want in the basket. A representative will go ahead on the shelf and pick all those food for you and they will bring it to your house. See, as this, just imagine one store saying, we don't want to do that, but you have to come in. You're already out of business. And right now, they're planning to do something. They're launching a new line right now. Right now, it's like they bring the food to you, you come in person to take it. They now plan to do another one where if you're at work and you order food, they're gonna come, they'll open your door and put the food inside your fridge. So when you come, the food is already there, like it's not. So it's not like I have to wait till I get up to order. No. As business owners, that's what I say, living local, think global. Look at how people do businesses in Europe, Australia, Japan. As a matter of fact, one of the best places you can see the best business models and how they do model is in Asia. Japan, China, man, those guys are dangerous. Those people you always like Chinko. Those Chinko get sense. Do you know how many retailing stores in America are closing down? Most people don't go to the store to shop anymore. As a matter of fact, person, I can't remember the last time I walk into a store like I want to buy clothes and I have to go to the store to shop for clothes, to the store to shop for shoes. All the shoes that I have, I bought them online, and they're gonna be delivered. Of course, we might be on the disadvantageous side here because of the internet connections and all those. But what are the things you can still pick? That even though the internet is slow, there's a kind of disconnection with the internet and everything. What are the things that you can still pick and you can still embrace and you can introduce into your business? Let me tell you this. Everywhere that I've been in the world, I can tell you this loud and clear. People always celebrate foreign things. People always celebrate foreign things, foreign ideas, foreign concepts. People always celebrate it. In Nigeria, if you want to do wedding, if you don't wear suit, we've not complete. Pastor Kinishi wedding or suit. We are on the But you know why? Because suit is not as a style of wear. It's foreign. That's why we embrace it. If I should walk into the office like this, I can tell you everybody in the office want to take pictures with me. And some of them are going to. In fact, I have some natives that are working like, man, Wale, you need to hook me up with one of this. Because it's not American, it's foreign. And they want to be a part of it. People celebrate. So look for business, look for ideas in your line of business that are not currently here. Embrace them, incorporate them, and cut them in such a way that there is a space for it in our immediate environment. Am I making sense, people?
Yes, yes.
Alright. It's very, very, very important to understand that the way you're doing business might not just be the same way a lot of people are doing businesses. I can tell you, like for some of us, we want to transfer money to Nigeria. Except the world is about to end, will I use Western Union or MoneyGram? It can't happen. Western Union will take the rate at maybe 220 naira per dollar, and they will still charge me after stealing from me. And then there is another site where they're going to give me 360 something to a naira, and the charge is like $1 or $2 for transferring a lot of amount. So, and you know the weirdest thing, man, if I should transfer money, it reflects in the person's account within 2 minutes, max 5 minutes. That they don't have to go to the bank with ID card verification. Are you Yahoo? Are you this? Who sent you money? Where is it coming from? Where is it? There is no that question yet. See, as business owners, like I said, don't make simple things difficult. Are you Lee? Make it easy. Make it easy. If you're an inventor, create a project, create a design that is easily accessible, easily usable. Oh, the term for it is user-friendly. If you create a product or a brand that is not user-friendly, my brother, you got some big problem, and I can't help you with that. I can't. In every business, you should understand something. You should understand SWOT. S-W-O-T, SWOT. S-W-O-T. S is for strength. W is for weakness. O is for opportunity. And T is for time. Strength, weakness, opportunity, and time. As a business owner, what is your strength? What is the strength of the brand that you created? What is the weakness in the market you're about to penetrate? What are the opportunities that arises from that weakness? And when is the right timing to launch? After all, the Bible says for everything under the sun, there's an appointed time. You're gonna be an idiot trying to sell a winter cloth in the summer. You're gonna be an idiot trying to sell snow to someone that lives in Alaska. You're gonna be an idiot trying to sell the sun to someone that lives in the Bowen shop. When you send it to me, I will buy because I need something back. So, what is the strength, the weakness, the opportunity, and the timing to do the things that you have to be done? As business owners, like I stated earlier, you must learn to embrace revolution, embrace changes. There were times where, do you know how many of you met the Nitel telephone back then? I'm looking, you also know the Nitel. I think when they privatized Nitel, they changed to Mtel, and Mtel never even lasts. That's like the back then. My dad has an Mtel line. He has to go to the junction of our house to make calls. The moment it's like, in fact, there is a spot you have to be in to receive the signal. You step out, bam, you're done.
International one video.
Me oh boy, check for me. As business owners, you must be able to embrace revolution. There were times where cell phones, they have to like mount wires and lines and run into your house like electricity poles. But now, just imagine all of us having cell phones and they have to run a line to our house. It's going to be a confusion. But they found a way to revolutionize it. Nitel was not ready for that change, and that was why they went out of business. As business owners, always leave a door of revolution open. Like Pastor said when he wanted to start church in Lagos, he heard the word on Tuesday, on Wednesday, boom, he left. He has the door of revolution open. Sir, if you don't have a revolution, if you don't have a revolution of door open, a revolution door open, you have no savings, you have nothing, everything you have, you spent it. Like you live life like one shot is the end. And you hear the word like go to Lagos. You'll still be here 1 year after because you still be trying to amass the capacity you need to go to Lagos. So as business owners, always leave that door of opportunity, that door of revolution open. Back then, Turaya cell phone. It was about in Turaya to make it. Like it's the people that will use Turayas. But Turaya does not exist anymore today. Why? Because they were not ready for the revolution that's to come. So many phones that went out of business, and it's not because of any other thing, it's because they were not ready. So as business owners, prepare yourself for the next stage, the next way of doing business. And that's why I said living local, think global. Because the world is never going to wait for you. It's always going to keep changing. And except you embrace the change, you're lost. Am I making sense to you?
Yes, sir, you are.
As business owners, every businesses must be able to answer the basic question of what. What problem are you trying to solve? What problem are you trying to solve as a business owner? What strategy are you putting in place? Right now, what problem are you trying to solve? So you already discovered the problem. So what is the strategy? What is the way to resolve this problem? And then the next question you should ask yourself as business owner, what is the first 5 years goal for the business? Any business you start, the first 5 years of that business will determine if it's gonna grow or it's gonna die. The first 5 years. If after 5 years of dedicating your time, your effort, your attention, everything to it and doesn't work, it's time to leave. 5 years is the litmus test. If as a pastor, sir, after 5 years you still have 20 members, It's time for you to go and review the terms and conditions with God. Like, Baba showed them permission. Like, did you call me or I just called myself? If as business owners, after 5 years, you're still struggling to make 10,000 naira profits after 5 years, it's time for you to sit and check what the business is doing. How many business owners fail to answer what, but always moving to how. People don't take time to prepare, to brand, to package. They just want to launch. And like I said earlier today, when you go out before the expected time, when you launch before the expected time, you're only walking into a big embarrassment. That is why Samsung Note 7 failed, because they were not ready. They yet to answer what, and then they just moved to how. Like, let's just launch, and the phone was blowing up. That itself almost destroyed Samsung. Almost. Volkswagen has to pay over $200 million because they released a set of car that didn't pass the emission test. They pulled all the cars back, and many people lost trust in Volkswagen. They had to come back and say you're tested and trusted brand Volkswagen. It took a while. Like, see, as business owners, you must take your time. You must take your time to prepare before you launch. Don't just go into how should we go about, let's get it done. Think of what needs to be done. And like I said, many business owners fail to answer what, but always move to how. This, my friend, is one of the major reasons why businesses fail. It's one of the major reasons why businesses always fail. Who are your target audience? Who are your target customers? Just imagine if I come here right now and you invite me to teach, and I'm teaching something that belongs to someone who should be in primary school. Of course I'll be teaching the right message, but to the wrong audience. Of course you might have the right product, but you need to understand who you're selling to. Who are the people that you're targeting? Just imagine you're selling a product that is meant for young folks, and then in your commercial, you put old people there. If you're selling good, thank you. If you're selling anti-aging cream that reduces wrinkles, that makes you look younger than your age, and then in your commercial you have 15, 16-year-old people staying there, of course you have the right product, but you market it to the wrong audience. Because the people that need what you're selling, the people 45, 50 upward. So for every businesses, look at who your target audience are. And let me tell you one cheat code more. The moment you identify your target audience, what their likes and their dislike is easily predicted. Young people want to make a commercial now, like an advertisement. Young people love something funky and nippy. Old people want something conservative and less revealing. So if you're selling a product, you're selling a brand, who are the people you're trying to market to? That is important. I'm almost done, and then we're going to be dealing with some of the purposes that we'll have here. So, never be in a hurry to launch. Take time to build and perfect your plan. Don't be in a hurry. The time and effort you put in the place of preparation always lay the foundation for a solid brand. Take time, take time, take time, take time. Number one, embrace criticism. As business owners, ask people. In fact, there are companies that pay you for being a critic. They just want you to criticize what they have. Of course, it might be constructive or destructive criticism, but they just want your criticism. People get paid for it, like just to criticize. Embrace criticism. Let people criticize your product. Of course, in the criticism, you're going to hear the negative and the positive. Work on it too. The positive, these are the things that are working for you, then keep it. The negatives, these are the things that are working against you, build on it. Secondly, after you embrace criticism, you must learn to develop on it. Nothing drives people more crazy than realizing that the same thing they've been complaining about your product 10 years down the line is still the same thing happening. The day they see someone that solved that problem, they're going to leave you. The only reason why they're here to leave is not because they're faithful, it's because they're here to find a better alternative. Man, customers are not faithful. They're not your family members. You screw up, your family members are going to forgive you. Customers who screw up, they're gone. The customers that took you years to build, you can lose them overnight. And thirdly, after you embrace criticism and you develop on it, then you push for a grand launching or a grand advertisement. What you don't popularize will never attract population. You have to push it out there, push the face, push the brand, let people know that something just happened right now. Let people know. Let people know that there's a new product in town, like there's a new sheriff in town, and the way people do businesses and this, like concerning this field, it's not the same way it's going to be done anymore. Because I am the face of change. And then one of the most important things I love to take away as well, this is the most important takeaway that everyone has to remember. In my conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I will encourage you to build a business, building a successful business takes a lot of trial by error, a lot of patience, timing, and above it all, you need zeal and a good team. You need zeal and a good team. See, every successful business you see, of course, there will be someone that will be the face of the franchise. Of course, in every team, there is always one captain. But there are other supportive players that are there to make the team, to make the whole thing work. Every musician you see out there, they always have a backup singer. Just imagine as a musician or as a performer, you have to sing the soprano, the solo. You just run out. You need zeal, you need passion. Passion simply means you believe in it that it's going to be successful. Because if you don't believe in what you sell, how can I believe in it? And you need a team. And that was why in the earlier session I said, separate matters from the matters. The matters are the teams that's going to build that business. In fact, I have a friend that if I should share a business idea with him, I'm done. It's going to come back and help me expand the business in ways I'm not even thinking of. I'm like, you went home like sleep all night on my own matter. Of course, I'm grateful that I have people that can go to sleep at night and think over what I just told them and come back over to expand. One of the main reasons why African businesses struggle, sir, is because they're going to tell you, don't share your idea with people, they will steal it. And already as business owners, you already have that mindset that they will steal it. So you're never going to share it. And what you don't share is never going to grow. See, share your business ideas and let people steal it first. There are two things you can do. On the legal side, for every business ideas that you have, always copyright it. I was a victim once and it can never happen to me until I die. You should remember, There was a time, because I told you I'll get 1,000, so I always buy things at Sabo, so I'm a market person. But I noticed one time like that, like growing up, Royco was the seasoning of every home. Royco, like if you don't use Royco, no, you mess, you fool yourself. In fact, Royco was a major competitor to Knorr. Is either Knorr or Royco, or Knorr. All of a sudden, I noticed that Royco just went. And I wrote them a business proposal, how they can bring Royco back into the markets. I'm going to share the proposal. They discarded the proposal like it doesn't. In fact, I used the guy that even printed it. We begged him like we don't have money. We're begging the guy. We're negotiating. We went to the post office and posted his first class mail. So it's going to get to the end of the wrapper. It's not like it's get lost on the way. And we're waiting like when we don't blow. Then they just go. Because the idea is just too good to be rejected. I gave them an idea. It's gonna be called Campus Cooking Competition. Students love to cook. So come on campus, organize a cooking competition. And this idea came from the hostel. Everyone is bragging, I cook the best food. Organize a cooking competition. When you organize a cooking competition, of course, people are going to register to buy forms and everything. And I've employed some professional chefs, Latte campus, Unilore, and all those places. Let people cook. Just where you have the beauty pageants. Give them, like, what's going to happen is you're going to already pack the seasoning in the bag, and then just give them the seasoning and make them cook with it. Whatever you pick, you have to cook something with it. So it's not like I only know how to cook and we do. No, whatever you pick, you gotta cook with it. And you gotta use Royco. That way, on campus, not like when there's a cooking competition coming back, oh man, who's doing it? It's Royco. When the names keep coming back, the product will naturally grow. After a while, you pick the best cook on campus in Lautech, Southwest cooking competition, the best cook in Southwest, the best cook in the East, North and South. Let the four of them compete and we have the National Cook of the Year. With that, people are going to be like, and then do in your Royco bag, put gifts in there. You buy a pack of Royco, you need a $100 recharge card or something, or a 20. Of course, like the $100 might be in 2,000, like $100 recharge card in 2,000 bags. So it's not like you're giving out $100 all the time, 100 naira all the time. Sorry. Thank you, sir. Thank you. But I gave them the idea. I never heard anything back then. I traveled. I was in Estonia when they started campus cooking competition. I was so mad. I couldn't fight them because I never copyrighted. Always copyright your ideas. Even if you're not selling it now, even if you're not launching it now, copyright your ideas so that it's not going to be stolen. That is why whenever you hold an iPhone and you hold an Android, in as much as they perform the same function, their interface, their design is different. The day you steal their design, infringement of patent rights, they will sue you. You won't be able to pay it finish. Your generation will join and pay. You know, the same thing happens with this Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I think the lady that wrote the project, she wants to be a student of UI, University of Ibadan. She submitted to them, want to be a millionaire. They turned it down, they didn't take it. 5 years after they launched it, she sued them for it because she copyrighted. So every year there's a royalty that goes to her in millions of naira. So long as that program exists, they have to pay. See, you might not be launching the product right now. All you might have is just a business ideas and you already have it all typed and tabled out. But always copyright it. Share your ideas with people. and I can assure you. So that way you don't have to feel like someone's going to steal my ideas. And secondly, when people steal your ideas, they place the limitation on themselves. Because people always say, imitations has limitations. So long as I was the one that created the original idea. Man, Toyota, before, back then when they made cars, there was no wiper on cars. There was no wipers. So this man designed a wiper. I think was it Toyota that stole it from him? Or I can't remember the company. I think it was Ford. It was Ford. Their scientists have been trying to make a wiper for a while, but they couldn't. Then after some time, the guy went to their lab, he told them about what it's doing and everything, and they looked at it, they studied how he did it, and they said they're not interested. And then they launched their own car with the wiper, the same mechanism. The guy sued them, they were in court for so many years. His family left him because of it. They said he should give up. They offered him a lot of money just to take it. He said it's not about the money, it's about my name. Eventually, he won the case in court. I think there's a movie on it, so you can check it out. Stop watching. I'm sorry, but I gotta say this. Stop watching Hollywood. It is an abuse of your mental power. Stop watching Hollywood. It's an abuse of your mental power. Like, how are you going to watch a movie that you already know where it's going to end? Watch a movie that is going to challenge you mentally, that's going to stimulate you. When these guys sued them and they won, every car that Ford has sold throughout the time of the old court case, they paid him on all of the wipers. Until Jesus is going to come, his generation will always going to take royalty on every wiper that is made in any cars today. Have you ever seen a car right now that doesn't have a wiper? Just imagine if that man was my father or my friend and he died now. I don't even have to walk. I just know the check is coming. So even as business owners, sometimes you might have multiple business ideas that you cannot launch at the same time. Write them somewhere, copyright them. And if someone steals it from you, sue the hell out of them. Am I making sense, people?
Yes, sir.
So don't be scared of sharing your business idea with people. In fact, as a matter of fact, man, when I got here, a friend of mine in Irish State, he sent me his business proposal for a business about Irish State. It was so detailed. You could something like, how did this guy steal it? Steal what? You want me to pay for something I didn't even buy? If I should steal the idea, man, I will pay for it. Copywriting your business ideas is cheap. It's not expensive at all. I think they even do it in University of Ibadan. Copyright your business ideas. Keep it somewhere someday. It might not even be for now. It might be for what's to come. Always be ready. And people of God, after this time out, after all this talking, after all this teaching and everything, what next? It is my biggest desire, and what's going to be my biggest joy in life, is that you and I will make history together. That's going to be my biggest joy. I just want you to all to know that I love you all. I celebrate where you're coming from, and more than ever before, I appreciate where you're going to. I am glad and I'm happy I am a part of this process right now, because when you become the product, you can't say you don't know me anymore. I don't want to wait till you make it for me to show my face. I want to see you someday, you're going to be like, you spoke to me so many years back. Even if I'm making 2 billion and you're making 10 billion, there is still a satisfaction within my soul that I was a part of the process. I'm never going to take this moment for granted for the rest of my life. I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for your time. Your business is going to grow, and I'll show you about that. In as much as Pastor said tomorrow's question and answer, but sir, I'll have to break protocol. It will be a disgrace if I have this teaching with you and I don't listen to some of your business ideas. Let me share with you some of the things I've seen across the world. Let's see how we can grow your business together. Let's see what we can do. If you have questions for me tonight, I'll tolerate 2 questions only. And then I'll listen to 1 or 2 business proposals. And if we run it late into the night, I'm gonna drop my emails and they can forward me some of the rest. I won't steal your ideas, okay? I won't steal your ideas. So I just need 2 questions and I'm done with question and answer. Does anybody have a question for me, please? Any question? You know, when you ask any question and there's no answer, there are 2 things that are involved. Is that the people don't understand everything you just thought and they just like we understand, or the people understood perfectly. So I don't know where you guys belong. You have a question for me, sir? Okay, thank you. Thank you for saving my face and saving my career.
Can we please celebrate it?
I am Bamiala Ure.
Alright, and what's the question, sir?
The question is, you mentioned team, having a quality team. I have a team,
Okay.
but one thing is that they don't think in my line. Actually, I called them to myself because I saw what I needed, like resources from them. Like, okay, I need this in my business, I need this in business. So I called them and I asked of their willingness and they agreed. But on our way on, I see it as if I'm the only one carrying the business. And every time I keep telling them, like, I need this from you, I need that from you.
Okay.
But they just like, Atibo,
No initiative.
but nothing.
Okay.
So I don't know, am I to improve them or I don't even know.
Alright, sir. Thank you.
Well, thank you. The good thing for you right now tonight is I have answered to your question. So I can help you with that. People don't do what is expected. They do what is supervised. Am I making sense here? When you delegate something to people to be done, keep your left eye on it to see if they don't try. That's number 1. Number 2, one of the main reasons why you might be having a problem with these people, why they're not carrying that vision as if it is their own, is because they are yet to believe in it. Like you're not selling it strong enough. So, when I wanted to host this conference, we discussed, you sold it to the team, and they ran with it as if it was their own. And they start giving you a report, this is the latest report and you monitor the progress, and you expect all of them to go accordingly. When you have a team of people, see, in every team there are different characters. Just like in soccer, in football, the position of a goalkeeper is different from the position of a striker. Separate your team and divide them based on their strength and their weaknesses. What A might be good for might not be what B is good for. What C is good for might not be what D is good for. Put everyone in the area of their strength and see if they will not excel. Mr. Dennis said something earlier. He said everybody's a genius. If you should judge a bird by its ability of not being able to swim, the bird is useless. If you should judge a fish by its ability of not being able to fly, the fish is useless. Sir, you know your team more than anyone else. Take your time. Bring them into different boxes. Where does this belong? Where does this belong? Separate them. And after you do that, it helps a lot. So that way, you're not giving an assignment that belongs to someone else. Because they don't want to tell you, I cannot do it. So they're just going to keep struggling with it because they don't want to disappoint you. You already have an expectation of them. Imagine now, I have a terrible voice of singing. So just imagine I walk into the church and the pastor says I should go to choir. I want my job and sing. Sometimes when I sing at home, my wife says, can you just keep quiet? Like, Odake. But when I'm singing, I feel like, man, I'm on top of the world. But she knows one thing. I can talk you to death. And you won't be tired, I won't be tired. That's the strength. In fact, growing up, sir, my dad was not allowed to explain myself. If you want to beat me, if you want to beat me, he's going to say, and people are like, Akilo shake. Let me beat him first. And then go on to shake. Because Toba explained you live no. So, they would, like before you is, only so, place people based on their strength. And as a leader that you are, learn to communicate the vision so clearly to your people that there is no room for confusion. When the vision is clear, it negates every room for confusion. When they realize that they're part of this project, they're part of this assignment, they're part of this calling, in fact, they will hold on to it like their life depends on it. Pastor is not the one that comes to clean my room, to give me the food and everything. But the people that are doing, they do it as if their life depends on it. This man's going to be at my door like, if I'm going out in 3 hours, I'm going to be there for like 3 hours. I always feel sorry for him. Like, I'm just standing there for 3 hours. In fact, today I want to tell like, can you go and rest and come back? Nobody was watching him. But yet he performed the assigned task to perfection because the vision has been sold clearly to him. So he's not confused about anything. So 2 things, sir. Place your team based on their strength and their weaknesses. Everybody on your team is useful. Nobody is useless. But place them where they belong. And secondly, sell the vision so clear. Because see, the dangerous thing that can happen in business is for your team member to believe it should be business here, like it's your business. The last conference that I did, Supervision Nigeria, I had the opportunity of bringing different public speakers like across the country, from Calabar, from everywhere, to Lautech. I didn't pay them a dime. It was free. I made them understand. Like, we're all colleagues doing good things in different states. I brought all, I said, there are people that need this message and I want you guys to come over. They pay for their transportation and everything. We just took them, but that's a good deal. We're hanging different hostels. They can't even sleep in my hostel now. You remember the picture. So my hostel is, they don't know. Like, these guys they left the comfort of their house, came like 8-9 hours to go on shore and slept in different rooms, just hang around. Dreams of Emma worry. I saw it to them so clear that they were not thinking they're promoting my brand. They believe we are promoting our brand. So sell it to them, make them believe in it, like be clear about it, make them feel like they're stakeholders because they are stakeholders. Communicate to them. Don't make executive decisions anyhow. When you do that, you send the message of it's my business. I can do whatever the hell I want with it. Trust me. If you can do the hell you want to do with it, you better be ready to do the struggle alone. Communicate with them. And lastly, build your relationship beyond business. On my birthday, I told you, like, the guy that owns my company, Jack Dorsey, is the same guy that owns Twitter. Only Twitter. Only 7 companies. Square. On everybody's birthday, even though the message is automated, then we have this other application called Cash App. The Cash App is like PayPal, uses to transfer funds. Everybody in Square and Twitter has a Cash App account. On your birthday, Jack is going to send you a message and say, I wish you a happy birthday, I hope you have the best of the day, blah, 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 blah. Take this $5 from me and buy a drink. It's going to transfer $5 to you. It's $5. But for a guy running a corporation of over $20 billion to send me to even remember that I exist, because it makes me feel I'm a part of the family. So it's not about work. So there are days where after a long day at work, guys, hope you guys don't have anything planned for the evening. bill on me ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sálátà. Tí wọ́n mọ̀ pé ọ̀gá àwọn lè gbá wọn lọ jẹun and bill is on him. Sir, they will trust you with their life. Transcend business. Build relationship with these people. Build relationship. They, like, on the ladder they might be lower to you. But see, the people at the top of the ladder are not going to do the dirty job. You need the people below the ladder to do the dirty job. And you better keep them happy. Am I making sense, sir? Even if you don't have their latter money because the company is yet to get there, invite them over to your house and cook for them. You guys are welcome to open your door to them. So that they know if they have anything personal going on in their life, they can discuss with you. So Cristiano Ronaldo said something. He said the reason why Manchester United will always be at the bottom of his heart, at the top of his heart, and why Sir Alex Ferguson will always be his father, was that the day his father died, his biological father died, I needed to attend the burial of his father. Manchester United has a major match the next day. And Ronaldo is the face of the franchise. And Sir Alex Ferguson released it. He said family first. That's why you always call him boss. Love him, they love each other. Build relationships with the employees. It goes a long, long, long way. Did I answer your question, sir? Thank you. And this is the last question.
Your name and the question, sir.
My name is Naiba Kubola.
Alright.
And my question is on the issue of specify and diversify. Like, I've read a lot of books that says that you should not diversify your idea. Okay, I used to be a business person. Like, what I just do is that I buy and sell. But later I discovered that I love, like, I have a passion for programming.
For programming?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
So recently I came up with a guy that knows a lot about programming and started coming up with something big. But one thing is that apart from that, I do something else.
Okay.
Like, and I don't think I should just face it because, so yeah, like today, like when someone told me again, my uncle told me that I should just specify on something. So I was trying to check something. So I went to check his profession. So I saw that he had like 4 professions. Like, I would like to know if something like that is okay.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, sir. Sir, the first thing I'm going to tell you is this. It's not a crime to be into so many things. It's not a crime. But sir, separate your hobby from your calling. Separate your hobby from your calling. Separate your hobby from your purpose. There are so many things you might be good at, but that doesn't mean that is the field that you're meant to fulfill purpose. You can be good at programming, you can be good at sales, you can be good at marketing, you can be good at so many other things. Let me use myself as an example right now. I always wanted to be a footballer. And then football is not that popular, like making all this crazy money. In fact, I even played for the junior league back then in Lagos State before I started. Like, I wanted to be, it was like either football or no. And within that football as well, I was writing books as well. In fact, there was one time, I said I have a terrible voice, right? There was one time in junior school, we formed a boys band, like a rappers team. I was the rapper of the team. I think White Angel Boys or something. When I used to be. We formed the White, I was the rapper. I used to have this bandana around my head, like feel like Tupac. But I did all of those. I checked everywhere. But after some time, I was able to differentiate my purpose from my calling. So I was able to differentiate my calling rather from my hobby. What I can say right now is you're still in the discovery phase. You're still testing to see which one it is. But Don't lie to yourself and don't lie to me. Out of everything you do, there is one that makes you feel like you're like a fish in the water. Like it's just so natural. For me, you want me to write a book? Give me a pen, tell me what to write on. It's gonna keep, it's like they'll open the window and just, I can present for 2 hours without a slide. And I will not repeat a single word. Because when I speak, it's as if I have this kind of, like as if I'm just reading it somewhere. I'm good at it. But that's also my purpose. That's also my purpose. So, I will encourage you to test around. Test some of those things, but don't take too long. Don't take too long. Because out of everything you're doing and out of everything you've done, you know which one makes you feel like a fish in the water. Some of my friends back then were like, dreams, man. Ọlọ́run ti gbé yẹn kan wọn ni pastor ló yẹ kẹ́ di. Ẹ mọ̀rọ̀ sọ ẹ lè jíjà wín. God didn't call me, and I won't die my own number. I won't even flash my. In fact, I said I'm not stressing it. God has not called me, and the two of us have an agreement that He won't even call me. We have an agreement. We have an agreement that He's not even gonna call me. So when people say, you will die, man, I say, see, the field that God has called me to is the field of leadership and consulting. My job is to teach, inspire, and release. So if you now need someone who's going to tie you down, that is going to mentor and monitor you over time, God does not give me that patience. But He gives people like Pastor Popola that patience. So that's why He can bring someone like me into the house, teach, inspire, and release you back to Him so that I can keep monitoring your growth and mentoring you. So, sometimes one of the greatest confusion we can have when it comes to purpose discovery is that we tend to do the things that are popular and not the things that are expected of us. Have you noticed that from the sign of Neymar, there are so many footballers want to be in Nigeria? I want to be a footballer. I have a friend, like growing up, we also wanted to be a footballer, and I dropped the silly ambition and I pursue my own life. This guy right now is 33 years old and he still want to be a footballer. I'm 33. Even though on your passport you're lying that you are 19 years old, your bone knows how old you are.
And you can't cheat.
And you can't cheat it. And I keep telling guy, why don't you think you should pursue something? He said, no, I'm going to bad boy, he said. So I was now looking at him like, at 33, you still, but we have a blue. Oh, right, he has 50. I was just like, well, you know, sir, test the waters, but don't stay too long in it. Because you might get lost in the identity of who you are. It takes a lot of prayer, a lot of soul searching to know who you really are and who God wants you to be. People might want to be like, man, be an IT person because IT will jaw listen. Go into a program makes a lot of money. It's true, program makes a lot of money. And I'm not saying you might not even make money there, but that's not what God has called you for. And now just imagine like God didn't call you to it and God didn't want to punish you. You now do the IT everything program and say you don't even make any money there. And then you now hear what if you share to your laptop? You know, sir, after tonight, go back home, do some soul searching. What are the things that you're really good at? What are the things that, see, each one and every one of us coming from heaven will be blessed with a unique gift. God didn't send you to the world empty. God didn't send you because He wants you to fill the population of the earth. He created you for an assignment that only you can fulfill. God is not a mass producer. God is a customized producer. God is not a mass producer. God is a customized producer. That is why your fingerprint can never be the same as mine. Your iris can never be the same. Imagine all the people in the world and all of us have different iris, different fingerprints. So, God is not some Chinese product that just released to the market. It took his time to customize you according to the assignment he has for you. It's going to be a waste of creation if you don't live in purpose. So take your time, sir. Do some soul searching. And I believe God is going to help you. And if you need more help, you can always see our pastor in the house. I'm sure he's definitely more than willing to help you with that. And as you do that, I would love to follow up on each and every one of you's journey. And let me warn you before you decide to follow me on social media. Me, I am not your regular motivational speaker on social media. And I learn from it. There are so many, because people are trying to live a celebrity life, they end up living a lonely life. You know, celebrities, you want to post pictures that are pitch perfect on Facebook, on Instagram. You're so lonely that even though you have thousands and millions of followers, you're lonely. That's why they always die alone. That was why when I was getting to that point, that was when I deleted all the people. Like, no, I'm not looking for this. It's lonely. It's a lonely place to be. For those that follow me on Instagram, they will tell you, me, I don't post today, great things are happening to you. And no, I post my life, my wife, the food that I eat, my shoe, the trip that we go, the dog we just bought. That, if you follow me, that's what you see. Except maybe once in a while, tell me back, see, and back on feel, then I'm just going to release 1 or 2 words. But all those motivation speakers that wake up every day and they just run like, today you're different, you. Many of them are lonely. And it's a very lonely place to be. It's depressing, I've been there, and I don't plan on going back there. So if you want to follow me on social media, I warn you beforehand. It's true. That's the time and condition of following me. You know, you said something, sir. You said, for people that are not looking for all those millions of followers, the account is always private. My account is private on Instagram. If you want to follow me, even if I will accept you, I will investigate you first. When they didn't follow me, I must investigate who is following me. In fact, sometimes I wake up, I see someone want to follow you, okay. I just check them, delete them. I'm not one of those who I have 5,000 followers. I am not selling anything. It's a different case if I were to be selling products and services like soap, shoes, clothes. Of course, you want people to follow so that they can see what you're selling. I'm not selling my wife now. I'm not selling my house. So, and these are the things that I post most of the time. In fact, on Facebook, good on Facebook, I love basketball. I share basketball. There was sometimes someone said, you just last year, I said, is it your page? Or you go to share pencil or share razor? Unfriend me. There is no fight. So I just said this, but one thing about me though is that if you reach out to me on the inbox, that means you're serious about something. If you want to discuss about something with me that is really important at the top of your heart, and you think like you need help, or you need someone to just see things from a different perspective with you, I am always open to that. I respect inbox, so long as it's not an inbox of I need 5,000. All those inbox of I need 5,000, I don't even reply them. Before, man, I don't used to read them because I don't want them to think like I'm proud to make it. But after some time, they now come into ATM. And Nigerians are so something else. The moment you do for them once, it becomes your responsibility. They come again. And again. So it got to a point where I was like, okay, if you're not ashamed to ask, or if you're not ashamed to keep begging me, then I will not be ashamed to read your message and not reply. In fact, I have someone that find me on WhatsApp and asked me he need money. I deleted him. He came to my Facebook, Baba, help your boy now. And don't you know, only boy. But he came to my Instagram. I know they do like this for your boy now. I never chop a $1 since you come out. But you don't chop, did you die? After I asked him for a long time, I gave him 15,000. He came back 1 month after, Baba, I just got this apartment here. I need to furnish it. Now my apartment. You know, so if you reach out to me, you need to talk to me, you want me to encourage you. So, as a matter of fact, there was a friend of mine, man. She was engaged. 3 weeks to our wedding, the guy called it off. And she was so depressed, she was in a dark and lonely place and she needed someone to talk to. And she reached out to me. I didn't make internet call. I called her on a regular line and we spoke for over 4 hours. That is how far I can go if you need to talk to me and it's important. I'm going to dedicate my time, set myself aside and talk to you. And after that, she said, you gave me the best mental stimulation that I received, more than what I received from my counselor. Now she's in a better place. She's recovering and she's trying to bring the pieces of her life together. And I celebrate the process she's going through. So one more thing, if you decide to reach out to me, I'm more than welcome to help you out in any capacity that I can. But if you start making my life a living hell, I will just have to disappear on you. If what you're thinking is you have these business ideas, how do I think we can penetrate the American market with this product that you have? If it's something that if it's something I have an idea, I'll tell you something I don't. I take a regular research for you, and I'm gonna get back to you on like this and this and this are the ways you can go about it. And you have me as a contact person because he's your pastor, he's your father, and he is my friend. You have me. The same access you have to him, the same access you have to me. So if there's a need for anything, you think you need to reach out, you think there's anyone can help you on that side of the world, I can take a look at something for you. I'm approachable. You believe, okay, you want to travel out to study somewhere, that's what God is laying on your heart, and you want to discuss with me, I can give you a list of different schools in different countries that I did not even want to Nigerians. And you're not going to go there and struggle. And if you already have some countries in mind, I can tell you the struggles you expect to face in those, not struggles, the challenges you expect to face in those countries and how you overcome some of them. I don't know about all of the countries, but I can tell you about the 23s that I've been to. Because I didn't just go as a tourist, I go to research. See, there is a stage you get to in life as a public speaker where you don't read books anymore. You go there, you pick inspirations from those environments. Before, I used to read 1 book per week. That's 52 per year. I used to, now I don't read books like that anymore. I need to know about a particular country, I travel there. Meet the local people. First-hand information, not some people writing me books. That is why, like, when people tell me, oh man, I'm planning to go to Greece, this and that. Oh man, you should go to Santorini. One of my friends got frustrated. Can you just keep quiet and let me just shine in peace? Like, let me take this shine. My cousin, she was in Belgium and Amsterdam recently, so I was not telling like, to Amsterdam. Oh, she like, only dream, show the baby that kid. Must you just talk? Like, let me just go to this Amsterdam and enjoy. Like, don't take away my glory now. So when I was coming to Nigeria, she saw I was in Nigeria because she has been to Nigeria like 2 times and I'm not coming back. So when you get to Nigeria, this is how you're gonna be when so you want to try to get it back right now. So ladies and gentlemen, if at any stage or anytime you think there's something I can help you with and you want to reach out to me, I am an open book. You can always reach me on social media. I'm more than welcome to reply to any of the questions you might have for me. So because we kind of like deep into time, for those of you that have business proposal, I'm going to take a look into it. I think the media team have my email address. You can forward some of these proposals to me. I'll take the time to look into it. And the one that I attract, we'll see what we can do about it and how we can take the business to the next level. Oh, they already have it. All right. So I'm going to take a look into it when we get back to the hotel. Or if I can't do it while I'm here, I will definitely take a look at it. And I hope your business proposal has your email address. So if it does, that's great. So I'm going to find a way to reach out to you. If it's something I'm in one place, the fact that myself or my team were not interested doesn't mean that's a useless idea. It might just be that something in it that we're not seeing yet. Am I making sense?
Yes, sir.
Because I don't want to do like, I mean, the idea is terrible these days, and then you're like, well, they say it's not good anymore. No! The fact that I didn't buy into it doesn't mean someone else won't. Am I making sense, please? Because people give up so easily because someone that they think is in a position of authority said, this is not going to work. No. And as business owners, I expect some of you to be watching Shark Tank. Shark Tank is a UK American based entrepreneur, and there's a new TV project just run by NCBS right now. It's called The Interview. Live interview on national TV. As business owners, one day you're going to get to a point where you have to hire people. It's not the day you get thirsty, you're going to start digging the wells. Watch the interviews. Watch Shark Tank. Shark Tank is even on YouTube. And some of you on YouTube listening to the videos and whiskey. That megabyte that you're using to listen to them, you used to watch Shark Tanks. Watch some of these how they present business proposals. What was the reason that they turned this person down? The power of negotiating. I know you've read a lot of books. Start watching videos. Watch videos. Watch videos. Learn from people's mistakes and people's success. That's going to help a lot. And I'm going to take a look like I promised, and whatever we think about it, I'll definitely communicate. But don't be discouraged, and don't despise the days of little beginning. Don't despise the days of little beginning. Together, we're transforming our generation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.